When I think about women serving in public service in general, there's far more that we need to do. The conversation is generally about women in the boardroom. It is generally about women in business. And I think what we need to do is pivot even further to say to young women and girls, hey, you can be part of this ecosystem. You can be part of public service in a wide variety of ways. You don't just have to run for office. You can move up the ranks. You can be part of that policy table. You can join the foreign service. You can come in and out of government. But unless you raise the issue, unless you begin to talk about why it's important, we will never see change. And we must see change. In America, we are not seeing enough women around the policy table. How can good decisions be made if only one gender is making them? So I'm really proud that I have been able to work on an issue. It's something that I'm very, very passionate about, and moving the ball forward on it, and to enlighten a lot of the folks that I have been privileged enough to work with on ways in which young Muslims around the world are actually experiencing life. And I've only been able to do that because I've had the privilege of serving presidents who have allowed me to go into the world and talk to this generation. So I'm happy to have had the chance to bring their voices forward. Those ideas, those feelings that they have, the impact of what's happening around the world is important for our policymakers to know. The chapter has closed on an incredible almost 11 years in government service, and I've had the privilege over the course of this moment in time to serve 2 presidents and 3 secretaries of state at this particular chapter, where I've learned so much about myself, but also about the things that we must do. I think because I have experienced firsthand on the ground the impact of a poisonous ideology on a young generation. I've traveled to more than 80 countries around the world in the last few years. I've seen a lot, and I want to be able to translate what I've seen into bigger things. I want the corporate sector to see this. I want regular citizens to see this. This is not just a government issue. So my passion is still about pushing back against extremist ideology right now. My goals are all being built as we experience life. So I can't tell you I have to do this by the time I'm 60, and I hope to do this by the time I'm 70. I can tell you that I hope that in everything that I do, I'm as committed and passionate, and are making a difference. That when I put my head on a pillow at night, I feel like I've done something for someone else, so that communities are made stronger.